Leicester City is about to make decisions that could completely change the course of the next season. A strong name has emerged behind the scenes at King Power, but the response that came was not exactly what the fans expected. And in the meantime, a possible change in the squad could completely dismantle a fundamental sector of the team. There are important players leaving, negotiations that have returned to the agenda, and even an experienced name from the Premier League emerging as a possible solution, and for free. But not everything is as it seems. Today, we will delve behind the scenes of this soap opera into the choices the club needs to make and the consequences they may bring. If you support the Foxes, this video is for you, because what is at stake goes far beyond names. The future of Leicester City is at stake. Stay with me until the end, because there is a lot that you need to know, and that no one is telling you. Danny Roll's name has been on the lips of the European press in recent weeks, and the reason is clear. The young coach is on the rise, and when a promising manager becomes a target for clubs like Leicester City, it's a sign that he's really making waves. But his response to City's interest? Well, not exactly what the Foxes fans wanted to hear. Roll, who currently manages Sheffield Wednesday, got straight to the point. He sees the interest from English clubs, including Leicester, as validation of his good work. But he did let slip that his heart still beats for the Bundesliga. In other words, despite acknowledging the greatness of a club like City, he seems more interested in returning to Germany. Have we lost a manager who could change the game? Or was he never really an option? With Ruud van Nistelrooy's situation still up in the air, Roll has become the hottest name on the King Power's radar. And with Russell Martin out of the picture, now taking over at Rangers, the path seemed clear. But the German manager, who has previously assisted Hasenhüttl, Hansi Flick, and the German national team himself, seems determined to return to the German scene. And he doesn't hide it. He wants to be in the Bundesliga as soon as possible. What influences this choice? According to him, growing up watching games in Germany left its mark. He wants to compete at the highest level, against the best coaches, on the biggest stages. We understand. But there's that bitter taste of what if. But there's no denying it. Roll has credentials. He took Sheffield in the mud and led the team to the next level. And what's more, with limited structure, he got blood from stone. If he had come to the King Power, would we be talking about a new cycle of success? While the board solves the technical management puzzle, another bombshell could be about to explode. The defense. Leicester needs to act, and fast. The Foxes' defensive squad is hanging by a thread. Connor Cody could say goodbye, Wout Faes is already being considered ready to leave, and Yannick Vestergaard, by all indications, is no longer in the plans. Caleb Okoli, linked to a return to Italy. In other words, Leicester's defense is about to become a wasteland. And here comes the inevitable question. Who will hold the fort in the championship? And that's where an old acquaintance comes in. Craig Dawson. The experienced defender is a free agent after leaving Wolverhampton. That's right, free. Zero transfer costs. A reinforcement that combines experience, physical strength, and leadership. Everything a team that wants to climb back to the Premier League needs. At 34 years old, he still delivers, knows how to get the ball, and is a threat from set pieces. Could he be a starter? Yes. Could he be a luxury reserve? Yes. And let's be honest, with the club's financial problems and the tightrope with profit and sustainability rules, a reliable player for free is an opportunity that cannot be passed up. The fans want to know, would Dawson be a smart solution or just a stopgap? While Leicester tries to reorganize itself on and off the field, the fans are caught between hope and uncertainty. The reconstruction needs to be surgical, and any move, both on and off the field, could define the club's future in the coming years. Now I'll put it to you, Foxes fan. Would Danny Roll have been the ideal name to lead Leicester in the championship? And Craig Dawson, is he the kind of reinforcement who can provide stability to a weakened defense? Comment below. The voice of the fans makes a difference, and this reconstruction is also yours.